Thomas the Tank Engine enjoys taking specials. Today he was bringing a special to Brendam Docks. His load was to go onto a cargo ship. The ship was scheduled to depart at sunset. Thomas had to get to the docks before then, but the load was very heavy, so Thomas puffed as hard as he could. He pulled so hard that his coupling rods broke. He wasn't going anywhere. Then his driver saw an old shed near the track. Said Thomas. Then a voice boomed from inside the shed. Thomas hoped it wasn't a ghost. Then his driver appeared. Asked Thomas nervously. His driver teased. Then the fireman took some of Thomas's coal and headed off to the shed. His driver said, added the fireman anxiously. Thomas wondered. Said his driver. At last the doors opened and out chuffed a dirty, grimy steam truck. She sniffed. Thomas was cross. He retorted. Snapped Elizabeth. The driver was concerned. Elizabeth was making awful grinding sounds. He said anxiously. He called. Elizabeth chuffed, and finally she made it. When Elizabeth returned with Thomas's coupling rods, she was pleased with herself. She scolded. Thomas thought Elizabeth was the rudest truck he ever met, but he was happy to get his new coupling rods. Thomas made it to the docks just in time. Said Sir Topham Hatt. Thomas told him about his broken coupling rods. He wanted to tell him how rude Elizabeth had been when she rolled up. Said Elizabeth, looking down at Sir Topham Hatt. Thomas said to his driver. Said Sir Topham Hatt fondly. They were old friends. It was too much for Thomas. Then Elizabeth told Sir Topham Hatt how long she'd been left in the shed for years. Sir Topham Hatt was so pleased Elizabeth had been found. He asked Jem Cole to restore her to her original beauty. And soon Elizabeth had a rich dark color and gleaming coachworks. Sir Topham Hatt said proudly. Said Elizabeth even more proudly, and Thomas had to agree. She did look grand.